हेलो एंड वेलकम गाइस। तो आइए देखते हैं बैंक निफ्टी ने क्या किया आज। क्या एक्सपेक्टेड था आज और कल क्या कर सकता है। सिमिलरली निफ्टी ने क्या किया आज और कल क्या कर सकता है। हेलो एंड वेलकम ट्रेडर्स, लेट्स सी व्हाट बैंक निफ्टी डिड टुडे, व्हाट वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट इट टू डू टुमारो, सिमिलरली विथ निफ्टी एज वेल। लेट्स सी what we were expecting it to do today and what did it do and what to expect tomorrow. Okay. So initially we spoke about how the market can open in three conditions. हमने बात की कि तीन कंडीशन में मार्केट ओपन हो सकता है, गैप अप, गैप डाउन और फ्लैट. If the market opens flat, we will look to take longs if it opens flat. Okay, and if it opens flat here, what happened in the very first candle? It opened in the on the 5 minute chart, it opened flat where it closed at the previous session, right? And we saw some absorptions here, right? In the very first 9:15 candle, we saw some absorptions here. Then market started sustaining here. There was some sufficient, there was not much selling aggression here. So signs of breakdown were very less. And we opened inside this range that we are trading in for a long time, right? So what does auction market theory rule says that if price is range bound, it ping pongs between this range, right? Since this is the value area low, this is the value area high. We've opened just near the value area lows and we are seeing some absorptions here at 9:15, right? Eventually, we saw this pop and a pullback, right? Let me just show you. Right, this was the first candle, this was the pullback, and then we got a full rotation towards value area high. We entered our longs here. We had planned the longs yesterday itself. We had also added two more setups to the weekly analysis. These were the two setups that I spoke about yesterday, right? That if market opens flat, then we might be able to take a long from here. If it opens gap down a little bit and then holds at the POC, then we can also get a good look below and fail kind of a trade, which was this setup. All right. Market did what it was expected to do, from range low to range high. Eventually, it also broke out of this value area and started traversing back towards value area high of this above value area from 46,850 to 46,900, with the POC being 46 910, right? What happened here? We broke out. So we were still in, I was still in the positions from here, booked some here at the first target and kept the rest running. Eventually booked out on this big upsurge and was waiting for a pullback. Now what happened was, we got a pullback. We got this pullback here, and then we had a really great reversal candle with absorptions at value area high of this value area, right? And it was also the value area low of this value area. Okay. If you look closely now in this candle, what has happened? There was selling aggression. Yes, 836 is a big number if you compare it with the previous candles. Okay, there was selling aggression, but the candle closed in green. There was also buying aggression. If you look closely, 665, 413 are again big numbers compared to 261, 417, 430. So we were seeing some continuation in terms of buying, but at the same time, we saw some really great absorptions on the selling side, giving us a really great uh, entry point for another trade, which was this trade. Okay, which was this trade. Understood? I had taken an entry, a slight entry over there. We got some 50 points gain over there, but eventually what happened was we saw a swift rejection of this candle, of this traversal, and I got out of the move waiting for a breakdown or a hold, or the market to go sideways. So I was expecting the market to go sideways from here, since there are trapped longs here and good demand from below. Every time the market will go up, the trapped longs will try to exit at break even, while if the market goes down, there will be good demand from here, right? But eventually what did the market end up doing is that we had a break here. As soon as we had a break, auction market theory rule says that as soon as price accepts back into a value area, it will retest its value area high, in this case value area high, and then go back and traverse the entire value area and go meet the value area lows. Now if you go on the 1 minute chart, what has happened? We had a swift breakdown, right? We had this pullback and then an eventual complete long liquidation. We were already monitoring the put option here, 47,000 p, and as soon as this broke and this started sustaining, price started sustaining back into this value area, we now knew that there are these, and all of these longs, if you look on the 5 minute chart, are trapped. If you look closely, look at this stacked imbalances. If you look at these numbers, 1.3k, 1000, 1.1k, 1.1k, 1k, again 1100 between 658 plus 472, right? 861. uh, so what you can see from here is that there were too many longs chasing the long setup here, and now that we have entered this value area, pulled back, and we are holding. So what, where is the price going to head according to auction market theory? That it is going to go down, and if it's going to go down, it's holding well below our reference point. Then what will these trapped longs do? They will liquidate. And then we got this really good long pu- we got really good short also over here, and eventually the market went sideways. Okay, similar thing happened with the Nifty, and we'll see what happened in Nifty as well. Before that, I'll have to also point out that as soon as, if you look closely, we had a look below and fail setup. This one, right below, we looked below and it failed. How did it fail? Look at the number of contracts that were traded here at this point. So liquidity, we had a big red delta candle and we moved back up into this value area, and look closely how this value area low is being respected on each candle. Okay, eventually I tried 46 800 c, but the move, due to decay, and the move came very late, I had to get out of it, so lost a few 7 8 points over there, but eventually ended up catching the 46 700 c, because the direction is what, essentially, when the market, a, it has given look below and fail, so there is trapped liquidity below, plus the market has popped back, the price has popped back into this value area, therefore it will go traverse the value area high, or the range high of this, uh, essentially the range, right? So the direction was long from here, ended up capturing some odd 20 30 points on the 46 700 c as well. uh, Although it went till 100 rupees, I had to get out of it because the market was already after, this move came around 300 and sorry, at 315. All right, so this has been the story. Why did we go sideways here is because there is good demand and also good supply from above. Eventually the market did nothing but option sellers were fishing for decay here on monthly expiry, classic monthly expiry behavior, and we have done nothing but been in this entire range. So for tomorrow the same setups are applicable once again. Okay, now let's, all of these setups are still valid. I would only look to enter shots from below this now. So this has to be, okay. Let's move this down. Yeah, these are the two short plays that I see happening if longs give up. Okay, everything else stays the same. If you look closely, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, go and watch the yesterday's video. I have clearly spoken about both, all three cases: flat opening, gap up, and gap down, and what to do in case of all three. If it was a flat opening, we would take this setup. Gap down opening and failure of moving and failure of sustaining below this reference point, our support, so to speak, then again take and taking support from the composite POC, then take a long. So we've discussed all of the setups that are available, that might happen in the market. So tomorrow the story will be similar. Let's see if the market opens gap up, flat, or gap down. If it opens gap down, we try to take the same trades. If it opens gap up, then we take these trades. And if it opens flat, then try to take a breakout of this range, or time the market from the bottom of this range for a long. Okay, again the bias is long. Do not attempt heavy shots. Let's move to Nifty. What did we do here? What have we seen here, right? If you look closely, we opened flat and above the POC and started moving up. The POC started holding, right? And we did a full traversal of the value area high. We broke, as soon as we broke the value area high, there was a slight gap. So there is this yellow value area and there is this white value area. Now, what has happened is whenever price moves from one value area to another, it if there is a gap in between, it will move fast. So that's why I had given you this scalp. If you look closely now in this market, what has happened is sellers and buyers are fighting to defend their positions. So there is demand from range high here now, and supply from the value area lows of this value area, yellow value area. And that's why we are in between and we went sideways. At the end of the day, obviously, we got one look below and fail setup. So what has happened here? That all the longs that were trying to play the breakout of this high and then eventually capture this entire move, this setup, had to liquidate at the end of the day because the market didn't go anywhere. They liquidated. As soon as they started liquidating, new shorts came into the market and tried to move the market down from here, which they clearly failed. Why did they fail? Because there was this pullback and the pullback did not sustain. Ac- if shorts had to continue their move, something like this should have happened, right? We should have got a rotation from here, which did not happen, essentially signifying that this value area high, price is not trying, price is getting defended from this value area high, and therefore price may go and test this value area low and try to sustain inside tomorrow, and eventually we can get a really great Nifty play tomorrow. We will add one more play here, which is still POC of this um, big value area. Okay, but look closely. Why now? You know why the market went sideways, right? Because both market was getting, price was getting defended from top and bottom via shorts and longs respectively. So all the setups remain the same. Today there were two setups. These setups, this setup from POC to value area high, and then eventual breakout of value area. Market trying to move from one balance area to another balance area, and when there is a gap in between two balance areas, market moves pretty fast, and that's where the trend move comes. And this is where you should capitalize on. As an option buyer, you should capitalize these trades. Okay, so this scalp, and then eventually I had some positions here trying to get into this trade. Okay, this trade didn't happen, and then exited probably at this moment at the end of like around 2 p.m. to yeah 2:30, right? Eventually I will look for these kinds of trades tomorrow. If we fail and we go back into this value area, or if we open slightly gap down inside this value area and then pop back out, then all these three setups should be taken 100% with full confidence. If we open gap down and start sustaining, then I would suggest to take a short, these short plays. Okay, but be cautious about shorts. Demand can come from anywhere else. There will be choppiness in this, so the premium expansion might not be as fast as you would expect it to be. Therefore, be light in your trading. Keep your positions minimal on at least shorts. In longs, use your usual size. Thank you. Have a good day. And remember, tomorrow is Nifty expiry, so try to focus on Nifty tomorrow and try to take these longs. These are two favorite trades that I would say. From 20 to 200 to 20 to 300, you can get a really great 50-60 points dip in the money, 60-70 points here, and that can be your daily target. These two plays are much more important than Bank Nifty tomorrow. Bank Nifty might just go sideways, okay, a little bit before again trying to break this value area high and low. Value area have this below range and low of this above range. Try to break out and start sustaining above this in the second session. Okay, second half. But premiums will be slightly high, and therefore I would suggest you to stay away from bank nifty for some time. Let the market go sideways for some time, first half, and then we'll see. If a move comes early in the morning, then yes, capture it. But if you think it's going to break out after 10:30, 11, I think it's going to be very difficult. It might give you a failed breakout on the upside. Okay. um yeah, I think this is it. Have fun, trade safely. I hope you find these analysis videos helpful. If you do, please like. If you don't want to share, don't share. Don't subscribe, that's fine with us. At least like the video to show some support so that I can keep continuing to do this. Thank you so much. Have a good day.